Hi, I'm Adele Michael back with another episode of Manifesting Abundance and Magic. In today's Abundance Mindset episode, I want to talk to you about dream communications. I've never taught this before, but I've been using it for years and taught it individually to clients and friends who've been using it to great success. So, dream communications is based on research done in sleep labs to find out whether it actually works for one person to communicate to another without verbal communication. So there's the sender and there's the receiver, and the receiver in the sleep lab has gone to sleep. And when they're in REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, the deepest sleep, the sender sends them a message. They wake up the receiver, and the receiver has received the message. So there's a certain way to do this, and I'd like to show you how. Because if you want to attract employees, if you want to attract buyers, if you want to attract people to attend your events or enroll in your courses, this is a great way to do it. So, and I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. Here are the steps. There's 6 steps. Decide what you desire. So let's say I want to enroll 6 people in a course that I'm offering in April. I then make a picture of it. For instance, I see these 6 people sitting around a table. It's a live in-person event. I see them sitting around the table. We're interacting. We're having fun. It can be a movie or a picture, but that's how the subconscious mind communicates the best, and the receiver is receiving on the subconscious level because they're not awake. Add good feelings to it. So in my scenario, I would be happy teaching, seeing people get inspired, the light bulbs going off, all the stuff I love, change happening, good feelings. I embody that feeling. I hold the image in my mind. And before I fall asleep at night, I tell my knowing self, my higher self, that deep, rich part of me that knows what's going on below the surface in the subconscious mind, because this is not a conscious process, it's a subconscious, you're communicating subconsciously. I tell my knowing self to broadcast the picture and the feeling when the appropriate people are most receptive to it. So I would say something like, wise self, send out this picture, this message, picture and feeling to the appropriate people when they are the most receptive to it, and allow them to find me, find the course, and enroll if it's right for them. So it's not manipulation, it is communication. Then you repeat it as often as you're guided or until what you are intending comes to fruition, until you manifest it. The one no, do not broadcast these feelings when you're contradictory, i.e., that means, so I want to broadcast that people are coming to my course, enrolling in my course. But part of me is like, oh, nobody will ever sign up. I have actually done that kind of dream communication. It does not work. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get yourself into a good state aligned with the feeling and the picture and the desire that you have, and then broadcast. So I'll tell you 2 stories about this. The first is when I was first introduced way back to how to use the subconscious mind. I read an advertising in a free newspaper in my town about the Silva method of mind development and stress control. And I had not been able to meditate up until that time. And I thought, well, that sounds pretty interesting. But what was coming off of the ad, it was a full page ad, coming off the ad was, you have to do this course. I found out later the instructor had done this dream communication process, and she sold out the room. I mean, she was one of the most successful Silva teachers all over the world. And one of the ways she did this was through dream communications. And in fact, I learned it from her. And the second story I want to tell you is a more recent one. I was talking to a woman here in Winston-Salem, where I'm living right now. who has a brick and mortar business. It's a healing business. It's really fun. People love going there. And it's gotten so popular that she has run ragged. She used to have some interns. They were in high school. They graduated and went off to college. And she doesn't have much help now. So we talked about that. And I taught her this. The next time I went in there was one of her friends helping her out. And she said, yes, and I'm still doing dream communications to get more of the right people in here to help me out. So I encourage you to try this and let me know what happens, because as I say, people have found employees. They have sold out their stock at a craft show. People have enrolled courses, including me. I learned how to not contradict the feelings, and people come. So my rational mind might be going, oh, nobody's going to sign up. We've had COVID and people don't want to come to in-person. Oh, no, they show up. Yeah, the right people. And they're like, oh, it's really guided to be here. I knew I needed to be here. Again, it's not manipulation. It's communication. So give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. And I would love to hear about it. I'll talk to you next time.